Life shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yes, hello there. Good morning to you, good morning to you, good morning to you, and welcome to Join Up Dots. It's a new program. Yes, it is. You can see the introduction is totally new, and it's a new year as well. So happy new year to all of you. Anyone who's listening to this on January the 1st, 2021, then well done to you. I don't expect many people will be ploughing through their podcasts on the day, but maybe 2020 was so rubbish, none of us have got hangovers anymore. Maybe we all went to bed early and thought, please, just leave us. So 2021 is going to be a much better year, isn't it? And through the new podcast intro that we had created, because I thought the old one had run its course, it's been a bit jaded, and it doesn't really emphasize what Join Up Dots is about now for me personally. The show is called Join Up Dots, and it's important to look back and reflect and join up your dots and see how you got to somewhere. But I kind of think that it's also about moving forward, big, bold, sexy, and brave into the future that you want, because, as I keep on saying to you, it's out there. Now, I'm going to go back in time because it builds the story. But back in 2013, when I launched Join Up Dots, I never thought I'd be a #1 podcaster. I never thought I'd have thousands of people listening every day. I never thought that I'd have a multiple six-figure income coming through. I never dreamt any of it. All I wanted to do was start a podcast and see where it took me. And that's one of the things that we're going to be driving you forward this year, to try to get you to understand that it's not the big picture. Yes, the big picture is what we're aiming for, but it's joining up the dots. It's like looking at a TV screen or a photograph really, really close, and you just see tiny little pixels, and then you move back, and you go, yes, that's what it is. Now, anybody who has started a business with me over the last few years, you're in the process of developing it and building it. It's very rare that something just flies out the gates really, really quickly. Even though you understand the concept, you still have to build it. But it is the big picture and the tiny dots moving forward that we're going to be focusing in on. We're not going to be reflecting so much on the past. It's a new year. It's a new me, and it's a new way of operating. So what have you got planned for this year? If you haven't already thought to yourself, okay, I am going to do 3 big, sexy things this year, then do it now. Do it now. Just think to yourself, what would I like to do? What would I like to do? And make it happen. Because I promise you, by setting these goals and then breaking them down into their small bite-sized chunks, you can make anything happen. That is how it's done. Honestly, that's how it's done. When you look at things, for example, the business that I've got now, the business coaching, the companies that I'm working with across the world, I didn't even know these companies existed, let alone work with them when I started. I didn't know that my business was going to go into different directions. It was just, I kept on moving forward. But by breaking down what I wanted to achieve as my next goal, it put me closer to where I am now. That's all you do. That is all you do. You set a goal of what you would like to achieve. Say you want to start a business, or you just want to earn £200 a month. That's all you want to do, which is quite easy. What we need to do is we need to take that 200 figure and then think to ourselves, what can we do? Do we have to earn it all in one go? Do we have to earn it out of 10 lots of £20? Do we have to do 201 pounds? Whatever, you've got to break it down and then start building it up. Now, what I've demonstrated very quickly there is the definition of the value ladder through a business. Okay, now so many people out there get hung up with having to earn a single amount and think that they've got to do it all in one go, but you don't. You build in multiple income streams based on how much you want to attract into your business and how much you want to earn. So we'll break that £200 down again. Okay. Now, I could create something where we say it's an online course. Okay. They're easy to do. Create some videos, build some content, some PDFs, and then you can sell it online. I might say, right, each month I want to sell one of those. So I'm going to market it as £200. But then I think to myself, well, how many people have got £200 that they're going to spend on just one thing? Maybe not a lot. So let's break it down. And can I separate the course into bite-sized chunks that people might buy for a £5? And then ultimately that builds up to the £200. But it also gives me an increase as well, because some people are going to buy the 200, but then other people are going to buy the cheaper one as well. And you can break up your proposition and your business all the time in that regard. But I don't see that very often. I see people just having one product, launching it, and then thinking, online business doesn't work. Of course it works, because other people are doing it. I'm doing it. The world is doing it. We've got to find that value. So it's about breaking down your goals into bite-sized chunks and then working out a plan to do that. Now, if I said to you, anyone out there, right, I want you to earn £1 million this year, most people would go, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got any value. I can't do that. It's not going to be possible. And I go, okay, it may not be possible at the moment because you're new. So let's start a smaller amount, because the smaller amount breeds confidence. I remember being blown away when I got some AdSense back in about 2010, something like that. And it was just money that was coming to me on the basis of some affiliate links that I'd placed online. Okay. And I just loved the fact that I suddenly understood the concept of online business, that I could provide content and value and make money even if I wasn't there at the time. Now, it was really sort of 45 pence or something. It was nothing. But the concept and the logic blew my mind. I provide content, I provide value to the right people, and I will make money on it. Now, when you look at that, one of the journeys that we've got to go on is to actually understand that by earning a little bit online, it's damn sight harder than earning a lot online. Okay. If you can provide really great value, and it doesn't have to be what you provide, but you can just link up companies or businesses or whatever's out there to provide value that other people really want, then there's no reason why you couldn't make £1 million a month. It's no reason why you could make £1 million a day for hardly any work. Just finding the value point, the proposition, and then finding the right people that were willing to pay for that. Okay. And what we're going to do in 2021 or 2021 is we're going to constantly trying to get you guys to realize and believe in the process, believe in the steps. I'm going to try to take the iceberg of online business and tip it on its head. So it's not just the 10% that you see at the top. It's the 90% that you see. It's the bit under the water that not many people show you. We're going to try to break that down constantly. So get your friends to listen to these shows. Get yourself to study them like an MBA, because we're going to be teaching you the stuff that you need to know, the 90% that you can't see, based on the 10%, which is the sexy stuff above the water. Okay, so Join Up Dots 2021. Yes, we're rolling on. We're moving on. And we're going to be setting goals for ourselves. One of the goals I've already set is that I'm not going to be so restricted by certain things that I allowed to creep into my business in 2020. I'm going to be far more structured about my time because I want to be traveling the world, if we're allowed to travel the world, and spend more time seeing clients and colleagues and just having adventures around the world. So I'm looking at the goals and I'm thinking, how can I get the same amount of income but break it down into allowing me to have that freedom? And as we say, to clarify the message beforehand, one of the things I do is look at how much I have to do that I'm part of the process. I actually have to be there compared to how much I have to do when I can record it or provide the same amount of information to different people for a different value point. I'm looking at my value ladder, seeing how I can break down the value that I provide to different people based on their financial situation and their desire to get going. Okay, so we're all in the same boat. We're all looking at paddling to where we want to be. But the difference between me and so many people out there listening is every year I make things happen because I decide on things and I make it go. So hopefully we've fueled the fire. Hopefully you're sitting there going, no, David, no. I'm not like everybody else. I actually do things myself. I get things going. I achieve goals. Well, good on you, and let us know about them. We will be your accountability partner. Drop us an email. Tell us what you're going to be doing. And then we can drop an email to you every 2 or 3 months and say to you, how are you doing? Okay, we'll share it with the listeners across the world. Anything that anyone's doing out there, we will be your accountability partners. We will be the ones keeping you on track by you telling us that you're doing it, and then we will keep on checking in with you to make sure it's part of the game and it's being played. Okay, sexy stuff. How many podcasters do that? Become your accountability partner. And we're going to say that across the world. We'll get a system in place that you tell us what you're doing and we will set the times and the goals, and then you have to come back to us. And if you don't, we're going to come around and spank your botty. Okay, so thank you so much for everybody who's listened today. I hope your head isn't aching too much. I hope you're feeling inspired and ready to go for 2021. And whatever you need to do, we're here supporting you. And 2021 moving forward is all about moving forward. It's not about reflecting on the past. It's about using our skills to power forward to bigger, bolder, sexier things. And we will take you all with us. I promise that. Until next time, I will see you again. You look after yourselves and we'll see you later. Cheers. Bye-bye.
That's the end of Join Up Dots. You've heard the conversation. Now it's time for you to start taking massive action. Create your future, create your life. It's the only life you've got. And we'll be back again real soon. Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots. Join Up Dots.